Hello everyone, welcome back. I am Dr. Chinmay Roy from Faculty of Commerce, Banaras Hindu University. So we are here again to discuss about digital marketing strategy course, and we are in the first week, second lecture. So in the first week, digital marketing landscape, we in today's lecture will talk about the emergence of digital transformation. If you remember, in the previous lecture we talked about the emergence of internet and social media, and very prevalent link to the internet and social media is digital transformation. As the name itself suggests, that how the businesses, how the work environment, how even the individual's life have been transformed digitally nowadays with the emergence of internet and social media is very much prevalent, very much known to one and all. So here we will be talking about how the digital transformation have made a difference in the marketing activities being undertaken by various businesses and marketers. So let us start with a very basic understanding of what is digital. We have been using this term very commonly, very regularly. We need to understand that computer, it understands only binary code, that is strings of zeros and one. Apart from that, it does not understand anything. So digital is transforming anything, that is say images, audios, videos, into a string of the binaries which the computer understands. So here you can say that digital refers to the representation of physical items or phenomena through binary code. So it involves converting, storing and transferring the analog data into computer readable language, that is in the terms of binary values of zeros and ones. We need to understand that analog data are the physical phenomena data, for example speed, temperature or any images or video, something like that, into the digital format, that is into the strings of zeros and ones. We need to understand, for example, if there is certain video is happening or I am recording the video. Now this video is being converted through the video camera, is being converted digitally, and it is being stored so that it can later be converted, manipulated, or any analysis could be done on this particular video. So what I am saying, what I am speaking, what I am doing, this is being captured directly and it is being stored in the form of binary in the computers. So this style or this phenomena of converting the analog data into the computer data, into the binary data, is basically called digital. So for instance, audios, videos, images, etc. are now stored in digital form in computers and digital devices. So how does it is going to help us? So this actually facilitates in easy storage, quick mobility and customized manipulation and automation. So for example, previously we used to click a photo and we used to print it, we used to get it in a print form. Now if we had to make a copy, it is very difficult, and if you have to, for example, send it to, for say example, for 1000 person, it would have been a very tedious job. But if you see in today's time, the video or the audio or the image is being captured in the digital camera and immediately it is converted into the digital form. It can be stored in the computer for a long run. It can be sent through email or it can be sent through any digital form. Immediately, within a matter of seconds, it can reach to not only 1000, it can reach to millions. So such has become the transformation, such has become such at such quantum the transformation have become. So you can simply understand by this example that how digitalization can actually transform the whole business process, can automate the whole business processes and change whatever the traditional marketing practices which we have done on the traditional system. It can revolutionize everything. So moving ahead is digital technology. So we have understood digital. Digital is what? Is converting the data into the computer readable data. Now what is technology? So digital technology, as the name itself suggests, say it refers to any digital devices, systems or resources that uses digital data and processes it electronically. So digital technology can be any device, any system or any resources which can use this digital data and it can process it electronically. For example, we can have data of consumers, their taste and preferences, their choice of buying habits, their shopping preferences. We can have all this data. Now the data can be stored digitally and it can be further processed by the computer, by the business data analytics software. Now it helps the marketer, it helps the analyst to understand how the taste and preferences of the customers are being changing. Now through analyzing this data, it is much easier nowadays to understand how everything is being changing in current scenario, how the customer taste and preferences are changing, how their shopping habits are changing, how their buying patterns are changing. So all this we get to know only when we have data in a digital form and we are able to perform analysis on that. So this is how digital technology is going to help. So it encompasses a wide range of technologies including computers, smartphones, software applications, the internet, information technology and other emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, machine learning and blockchain and so on. So there are many other techniques are there, and using all these techniques, all these technologies, all these softwares, all these smartphone or computer, all this internet, information technology and so on, all these are being unitedly being used by the companies nowadays. And all by using all these technologies, by using all these techniques, by using all these systems, nowadays the whole transformation, the whole business transformation are being done. So the digital technology is revolutionized various aspects of modern life, including communication, entertainment, shopping, education, healthcare, businesses and many more. So in every aspects of life, this digital technology is improving the business processes, is improving the life. So for example, communication, we know that by this internet, by these softwares, all these social media apps, instantly using for example using WhatsApp, we can instantly send any video, any audio, any images or any message through WhatsApp. If you remember previously when we used to use the messaging, it was very difficult. We have to send the MMS, it used to be very difficult and even costlier. So nowadays it is much using this internet and social media, it is much easier. You can simply use the social media apps, for example Facebook, WhatsApp or many other apps we can use, and we can easily send the messages instantly. Similarly, if we talk about shopping, gone are the days when we used to visit the stores, we used to go to the stores. It is still there, but most of the now businesses are happening online also. This online shopping, it has rampantly increased, be it Flipkart, be it Amazon, be it Myntra or be it Nykaa, whatever, their online platforms are very popular. They're most of the time spending time and spendings on these purchase apps. So they are using Flipkart, they are using Myntra to order various products and get it delivered in their home. Similarly, in healthcare, for example, if you are talking about, then there have been many transformation, be it how the surgeries are being done, be it how the diagnoses are being done. So with the emergence of this digital technology, with the emergence of this transformation, it is going to help in terms of healthcare. And nothing to talk about businesses. Obviously the whole business activities, the whole business systems have been transformed with the emergence of digital technology. Moving ahead is digital transformation. So with the help of digital technology, the digital transformation are being done. So digital transformation is basically how the digital practices are now being digitalized, how the regular practices, the traditional practices of the business are being digitalized. We know that with the evolving digital landscape, transformation is no longer a luxury. So company cannot think that we'll do it later, we will have social media presence later. We cannot say this like this as a business. If we want to grow, if we want to sustain in today's time when there is a Gen Z are there to shop, do their activities. So transformation, this digital transformation is no longer a luxury. but it has become a necessary for the businesses if they want to remain competitive and relevant. So relevant is very important. If they have to be relevant, then they have to transform them. They have to, ever change their businesses. We must agree that business is a dynamic. Business environment is very dynamic. It's keep on changing. If you remember, there were time when we had VCR movies. We used to see movies through VCR. There used to be VCR cassettes. We used to use that VCR and we used to watch movies on television. Then there came CD, compact disc were there, where it was then the VCR player become obsolete. We then had CD player. Then from CD we moved to DVD. Then CD player became obsolete. We used to have a DVD player. Then with pen drives, then comes with the pen drives, again CD player, DVD player, it became obsolete. We started using the pen drives, and now there is a cloud. There is OTT platforms are there, be it Netflix, be it Amazon, be it Sony Live, whatever. So there are a lot of OTTs. Though you don't have to think about any device, you don't think about any pen drive, or you don't have to think about any storage device to stream these movies, to stream these web series. Rather, you just have to have the internet connection. You have to have the the subscription, and you can easily watch the movies on the go, anywhere you want to watch it, on any device you want, whether it is on your mobile phone, on your laptop, or projector or television or whatever. You can use it anywhere. So you can understand how this entertainment has been transformed, starting from the days of VCR to now, that is on cloud, or we can say on OTTs, right? So we need to understand that digital transformation is not a luxury. It is something which has become very pertinent, which has become very important for any business if they have to be relevant. So if any company which is in entertainment business, they have to follow the technology. They have to have their presence online. They have to have their presence on these OTTs. Then only it can remain competing and relevant. So the businesses that fail to adapt, they risk being left behind. So they can't risk being left behind. And if they are not going to keep in tune with the dynamism of the businesses, keep in tune with the dynamism of technology, they will be left behind. The term digital transformation refers to integration of digital technologies in an organization in order to drive greater productivity, efficiency and sustainability. So these technologies, digital technologies, are being used in the businesses in order to transform, which results in greater productivity, greater efficiency and sustainability. That is, if they have to be sustainable, then they have to adapt to these digital technologies. So it also refers to adoption of digital technology to transform business processes and services from non-digital to digital. So they have to transform themselves from non-digital to digital. So we need to understand, if you remember, there are different types of companies. If you must be knowing that there are brick companies, and then there are brick and click companies, and then there are click companies. So there are three types of companies: brick companies, or brick and mortar, we used to call it brick and mortar, then brick and click, and then click companies. Brick and mortar companies are those companies which has presence only in physical form. They have physical stores. Brick and click companies are those companies which are present in both physical and online, and click companies are those companies which are available only online. So most of the companies, they used to be brick and mortar companies. Then they slowly they have their physical stores as well as online presence also. I would like to quote one example. For example, if you remember Lenskart, initially it was a click companies only. It was having its only digital presence, but later on it felt that it should also have its physical stores as well. So it has opened some of the stores as well. But there are many companies that are only online, and they are doing well. And again, there are many companies which are having their presence both online and offline. But the point I am trying to make, that if you want to be relevant, if you want to compete in today's technological environment, then you have to move your business from non-digital to digital. Then only you can expand your business. You can think from different perspective. You can actually expand your business to new horizons. So business transformation through digital transformation is not a luxury, rather it is a necessity. Moving ahead is some key insight on digital transformation. If we see, the global digital transformation market is expected to grow to 1009.8 billion by 2025 from 469.8 billion in 2020, with a CAGR of 16.5% during this period. So you need to understand how exponentially this global digital transformation market is expected to grow from around $500 billion to around 1000. So exactly doubling, it is doubling within just 5 years from 2020 to 2025. So we need to understand that this is happening. This global transformation, global digital transformation is happening, and it is very important. So the global digital transformation spending, it is again projected to touch around 3.9 trillion US dollar in 2027 as per the data published by Statista. So we need to understand that 3.9 trillion US dollar market is spending are being done in this digital transformation. Such a huge investment are being done. Obviously there is promising a future ahead. So organizations which are actively involved with this chief digital officer are 6 times more likely to achieve successful digital transformation. So it's a data that those organizations which are actively involved and which has full-time chief digital officer, they are expected to have 6 times more successful in digital transformation. Also, IDC asserts that AI technology will be inserted into processes and product with at least 90% of the new enterprise apps by 2025. By 2025, 90% of the new enterprise apps will have this AI technology. So it is going to penetrate 90% of the business by 2025. Also, the digital economy is anticipated to account for more than 20% of GDP by the year 2026. So that is the chunk, that is the ratio the digital economy will have. So such is the importance of digital transformation in today's business world. So moving ahead, there are certain elements of digital transformation. So when we say digital transformation, what we actually mean by it? So there are various elements where there are various components of digital transformation, and I'm presenting few of them, around 8 of them I'm presenting here, but they are not exhaustive list. There could be many more elements, many more components of digital transformation, and many of these elements which are you can see in the screen, they are interlinked to each other also. For example, if we talk about automation, then obviously we have to talk about machine learning. If you want to talk about artificial intelligence, we need to talk about the blockchain, or say augmented and virtual reality. So they are interconnected with each others. So overall they actually they are basically is the component of digital transformation. Now I would not be explaining all of them. Most of them we have heard about this: automation, artificial intelligence, cloud computing, augmented and virtual reality, that is AR/VR. AR/VR, it is very popular, very common. Then metaverse, you must have heard about metaverse. Recently when Facebook, it launched a company called Meta. So through Meta, it is trying to materialize this metaverse thing. Blockchain, you must have heard about this Bitcoin. With the emergence of Bitcoin, we came to know about blockchain technology and how blockchain technology is very useful. And then digital avatars are there, machine learning is there, and so on. So these are the few components. As I have said, this is not the exhaustive list. There could be many more other elements or components of digital transformation. Let us discuss it one by one. So first is business process automation. So what is business process automation? As we have already discussed, it is very much clear from the heading itself that business process automation is the use of advanced technology to undertake various repetitive business activities with minimal human intervention. There are two important things to note here. The two important things are the repetitive business activities and minimal human interventions. So if you're talking about business automation, if you're talking about business process automation, then two characteristics it has to have. The first one is the business activities which are repetitive in nature and which are being done by the intervention of technology, obviously with the minimal human interventions. So for example, every time if you search or if you try to reach to any website, any company, there could be a default email which are being sent to you. For example, any transaction you do, there is a default email of the transaction. It comes to you, default message comes to you. So obviously there is no person there who is writing the email, rather it is computer generated emails. So all these are what? All these are business process automation. For example, once you book your ticket on IRCTC, once the booking is complete, immediately you get an email on your email that you have booked this ticket and you have a book ticket from here to here and this is the price and these are the details and so on. Immediately you also get a message also that you have booked the ticket and so on. So all these messages, all these emails are generated automatically, and that is nothing but the business process automation. So gone are the days when you have to you have to assign a person reply to the emails which are being done or to reply to the any business transactions which are happened. Rather there are computers which do it automatically. So that is business process automation. So a global survey of 2022 of business leaders from wide across sections of industry conducted by McKinsey and Company, it found that 31% of the businesses have fully automated at least one functions. So 31% of the businesses, they have fully automated at least one of their business processes, whereas 66% were steering solution to automate at least one business process and 57 2 years earlier. So what we can see here that majority of the businesses now they are moving towards business automation because the nature of the work is repetitive and they want to do it with minimal human intervention. They want to do it automatically through computers and digital transformation or technology. So what are the benefits? If you can see the image on the right side, you can see that this business automation leads to lower cost, reduced risk, product safety, improved predictability, superior quality, enhanced process consistency, greater brand protection, simplified operations, and so on. So obviously when there would be lesser human intervention, obviously you need lesser manpower and that will lead to lower costs. Also, when it is a standard repetitive activity, if it is being done by computers, then there would not be any changes. There would be no chance of human error. So that is going to actually enhance the process consistency. So there are numerous benefits of business automation. Moving ahead is artificial intelligence. So nowadays artificial intelligence has become very talk of the businesses. It is a word of the day sort of thing. Everyone is talking about AI in this, AI in that, AI in marketing, AI in finance, AI in business, and so on. So everyone is talking about artificial intelligence, and it is important to talk about it because it has become so prevalent. It has become so omnipresent that in every walks of our life we are being connected with the artificial intelligence. So if you see on the right side, so I have kept here Ask Disha. So this is a chatbot by IRCTC. So you can actually interact, you can actually send your queries, and you can actually get to know about various transactions that you have made, various selections of stations and the available trains you can check your booked history, you can check your transaction history, and so on. So there are a lot of things that you can interact with. Similarly, these chatbots have become very popular. So they are nothing but the emergence of artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is simulation of human intelligence in computers that are programmed to think and learn like humans. So it involves in development of algorithm and codes that perform tasks which requires human intelligence. It involves understanding human language, recognizing images and objects, and making decisions based on data analytics. So what we're trying to understand here is artificial is nothing but artificial intelligence is the simulation of human intelligence, and it is a system, and it is a programming, and it is a set of algorithm and codes that are kept to perform in such a way that they can typically replace the human intelligence. So even it has an understanding of human language. The very popular is Alexa. So they can understand the human language, they can understand the diction, the whatever the human language is being said, so it can respond accordingly. So this is one of the very important facilities which can be developed through using artificial intelligence. Moving ahead is augmented reality and virtual reality. So virtual reality uses a headset to place in a computer generated world that you can explore. Similarly, augmented reality on the other hand is a bit different. Instead of transporting you to virtual world, it takes digital images and layers them on the real world around you, through which you can either have a clear vision or a smartphone. Using this, you can have a picture of AI generated virtual environment. So for example, if you can see this one, this is being used by Amazon. So the product that you are actually going to buy, you can use your smartphone and you can put it in your room, and you can actually see how it is going with the environment of the room. So that is nothing, that is, you can see it is said view in your room. So this sofa is being used in a room, and try to understand how it is going to look with the other items which are being kept in that particular room. So this virtual reality again is going to be very, augmented reality and virtual reality are going to be very effective, and it is going to transform the businesses. The last one is digital avatar. So I have put some of the digital avatars of my own from the Facebook, and you must be aware about this also. So digital avatar is your digital representation in the virtual world. Rather than you being present, your digital avatar can be present there, and in coming times probably it can engage classes, it can interact with the public, it can communicate with the masses and so on. So it can be thought as a game character we used to play in our childhood, with the difference that now we can actually customize and make it look more similar to us. So using this avatar, we can learn, we can work, we can shop, we can socialize in the virtual world, which is known as the metaverse. So digital avatars are becoming increasingly realistic and lifelike, and it is due to computer graphics and artificial intelligence. Now nowadays in the virtual world, our digital avatars will socialize, will interact with other persons on the virtual world. So this is how all through this the business transformation are being taken up, the digital transformation are being held. So I hope I have made some sense. We'll again meet in the third lecture. Thank you so much.